second story is the husband and wife were going through a nasty divorce, and the ex-husband, or the ex-husband, burned down the house. And unfortunately, the story's true of the mother being killed, because it's the mother that was gone.
Are you two together? That was brilliant.
It's kind of romantic, isn't it?
That's incredible.
Everlasting love.
That was incredible.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGH Live. My name is Matt. I am the Global Ghost Hunt Consultant, and next to me is my brother, Nando. What's up, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here. And Nando, as you saw, was one of the awesome supervisors that we have here on the admin staff, and we almost were late to our own show. We were backstage, as most of us who do these podcasts know, just hanging out, having some fun, and we were getting ideas.
Yes, some great ideas.
Some good ideas, some bad ideas, some other things. But anyway, you well, brother? You well?
Yeah, I'm good. It feels like ages since we've done a live for the Global Ghost Hunt.
It has,
and we're literally just round the corner from the actual event starting now. It's nearly here.
Which is why we're here, folks.
Oh wow! You know all the background work that everyone's put into getting this put together. You know, everything that we've been doing behind the scenes is now going to suddenly come real, and we're actually going to be seeing some great teams and great locations being investigated over the 14 days. And you know, it's going to be great. All the stuff that the admin team have done, all the work that we put into this is just going to be great to see it starting. Let's get to the 4th. Let's get it going.
You know, if I could afford, I think I said this to Mr., aka our brother Brian John Laverty. I said to him, if I could take the entire 10 days off of work and just sit right here and watching all these teams, I would be the happiest man in the world. But we're getting ready. We're excited. So, brother, I don't know. I'd like to do this. I don't know. I think you do too on Portal. Let's say hello to our audience, because obviously,
yes,
not really a show without.
Well, the thing is, without the audience, we wouldn't have a show, would we? So we've got to greet everyone that's popped in.
Of course. So I see Rosanna's in the room. What's up, Rosanna? Our brother Anthony from the Texas Wraith Hunters. What's up? What can I say? This one was my show. Our show. So I had to be on this one. Ron from RRC Paranormal. What's up, brother? RRLC. I just had a stroke. Uh-oh. Well, hey, take off your hat. Respects for our queen, our paranormal queen, Miss Patty Adams from the G team. another awesome supervisor on the Global Ghost Hunt. Let's see. Here's Bill. What's up, Bill? Bill's always hanging out. Let's see. You got Daniel Winter. I know. So are we. We are actually. I think we said it a couple days ago in the admin. It's like, let's go. Come on. Is it time yet? We're ready.
And do you know what? I've got to be honest. For us, just to jump in, I know, like for Portal to the Paranormal, people have got to know my face. I'm so excited for everyone to see Dan in action because he's put a lot of work in this, and I just want to give a shout out because he doesn't get on camera enough, and I'm hoping with this we're going to get more of Dan and the rest of the team. So I just want to give a shout out to the team because without them, I wouldn't be doing this, and they've been a great part of the journey for me.
Absolutely, and honestly, if it wasn't for the Global Ghost Hunt, I mean, I might have, but I probably wouldn't have went to Penhurst. And as you can see, I went, and I enjoyed it. I had a great time. It's always been on my bucket list. Mackenzie, the Wicked Queen, her too. She's always wanted to go, and it's sad because Penhurst is literally an hour and a half from us. I mean, you could probably walk it. I mean, it'd take you a while, but
Let's stick to the car.
Far.
But no, it's the locations that the teams have come up with, the locations that have signed up as well. It's been amazing, and you're too kind, Nando. Love you, mate. At least someone loves me. No, I was joking. I'm just excited. I think this is going to be, it's going to be a phenomenal 14 days. We're going to need a holiday afterwards. Let's not lie. But it's going to be a phenomenal event.
It's funny, and I've said this on my show, like my new show that I just started. People talk about retirement all the time. They talk about retirement. I don't get what the big deal is. I wake up tired again each day, and I don't get it. I retire literally every day. I'm retiring. You get it?
Yeah.
You're a dad. You appreciate dad jokes.
Yeah, I get it.
So
no, it's going to be good.
Speaking of shout outs, I want to give a special shout out to our brother, Brian John Laverty, which, by the way, guys, Brian and Lex were invited to come on tonight. Sadly, they had other obligations, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. We all have lives outside of this. But they send our love. But I want to say thank you to Brian and apologize because when I set up the stream, I don't know if you can see it, Nando, but we're on Huntophobia.
Oh, are we?
Whoops.
Oops.
I accidentally clicked Huntophobia for the Facebook page. So I'm commandeering for the evening. So
you've hijacked his page. You've hijacked it. Hey, let's just go with the flow. We're doing it now, so we're just going to go with it.
Sorry, not sorry. But thanks, Ron. Ron, you're a dad too. Yeah, Jenny, and that's the thing. Like, we were gonna have a really long show. It's just we want to get people hyped up for what's coming. Hey, there's Cece. Hey, Cece. We want to get people hyped up for what's coming. And let's be honest, less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. We announced 1 year ago. Well, Brian did. That the Global Ghost Hunt was coming to fruition. He was starting it. This was happening. We were going to have some fun with this. And I distinctly remember, and I think you do too, and I'm sure Patty and a few others, we were in these meetings going, hey, we still got 4 months. We still got 6 months. We still got plenty of time. And now it's like, shit, we have 2 weeks.
2 weeks away. And it's just amazing. All that build up, it's finally, I think we're all looking forward to it. We're at that stage now where we want to, showcase ourselves, showcase the teams that have joined as well. There's so much that people can learn from this as well. And it's just, finally, it's going to be cool.
Absolutely. And if you guys haven't seen the list and the schedule that was painstakingly, there's an inside joke with this, that was painstakingly created. We shared it all out. It's on Global Ghost Hunt Facebook page. I've shared it. I know some of the admin, if not all, have shared it out. Brian shared it. It's all over Twitter. It's everywhere. Definitely check it out. Mark your calendars because there are some teams on here that you do not want to miss. And GGH Live will be there, of course. But I'm really excited, honestly, for not just the teams, Nando, but I'm excited for our halftime show. I don't know about you.
That's going to be, we've got some great ideas for it already. We've been talking about, what we're going to bring to the halftime show. And it's going to be another opportunity for the teams that have already investigated. We're going to highlight them.
Yep.
But just in case anyone's watching that is after that, at the end, we're going to do a wrap-up show as well, which we will be, going over the rest of the investigations that you guys have undertaken. So everyone's going to be featured in these shows.
Yep.
But we're gonna have a lot of fun, I think, with the halftime show as well. Have a chat about what we've seen so far, what's been the highlight, pick up some key moments and share it with everyone. So it's going to be another exciting show for everyone to get involved in.
Absolutely. And some of those ideas, folks, if you're wondering, just to let you know, the halftime show will be on May 10th at, I think we said 4. So around this time on May 10th for just 2 hours, because obviously there are other teams that are still going to be investigating. This is right in the middle, somewhat in the middle of the event itself. But we're going to try to get Brian on. We'll try to get Lex on, maybe some of the teams on to talk about the location and have some fun with it. Nando and I will be discussing some of our favorite moments, like he said, and honestly, what we are looking forward to next. Like, what is going to be the next thing? What's in the second half? Just like you do at an American football game. You get the halftime show. I don't know, does soccer or your football? Do you guys have like a halftime show? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't watch it. Sorry.
Well, with football, we have a halftime, and then it's a bit like what you're saying. They go over what's happened in the first half of the football game. The highlighted moments, and it's going to be very similar to what we're going to do. We're going to highlight some of the moments that we think was absolutely great. It's all going to be great, but you're going to get, we need to, we can only fit in what we can in that 2 hour slot before the next team investigate. So, but it's going to be a great show and it's not going to be about us, it's about the teams that have investigated and about the locations that they've gone into. And it's just going to be great just to
absolutely
go over it.
Absolutely. And I know there are a couple of really great teams and really great investigations going on prior to the halftime show and then after the halftime show. And it's not just, on the admin staff. I mean, our admin staff is, being a part of this event too. I know Portal's get involved with it. Like I said, the Wicked Queen and myself, we investigated Penhurst. I'm getting all the footage together now. I know Brian's going to be joining Relatively Paranormal down at Hinsdale House and a couple others. Like we're all involved, but I mean, there's some in here like the Haunted Majestic. The Haunted Majestic is a beautiful location. I don't know if you've heard of it, Nando, but it's got a lot of lore behind it. There's a lot of activity, and it's on a lot of people's bucket list, mine included. And
so do you know some of the locations that have come up? I'll be honest, I've not heard of before. But then when you look at the pictures, you look at the thumbnails that have come through, instantly you're like, I want to be there. I want to investigate. And one of those locations on my bucket list I've got to go is the Hinsdale House.
Yeah,
I think that is going to be that would be a great place to investigate.
Absolutely. And, like Patty's in the room right now. Patty from the G team, her and Heather will be going to Gilchrist Jail. Not a big location, mind you, but still great. And I think that is something that I really will take away from me personally, the Global Ghost Hunt from this event is going to be the locations. There are some locations, like you said, that we've never seen or never even heard of. And to virtually get a tour of it and see the interaction, see the location, see the teams investigate, I think it's going to be great. I'm excited all the way around.
And the other thing, it does wonders for the locations as well, the owners of these locations, because it puts them on the map in a way. You know, with the way this has been building, you know, the amount of interest that we've got, you know, and people getting more involved with the Global Ghost Hunt, it's going to help those locations to make people aware that are in this field. These are the locations that you also can go to, get in touch with them, you know, and it's going to help them out massively. So it's going to, you know, help those locations remain where they are and not, you know, not get lost or anything.
Yeah. And like we said, and I think all of us, I mean, we've all recorded our videos separately when, you know, months ago when this started, about why we were excited for the Global Ghost Hunt and what brought us into it. And we've all basically said the same thing. It is a celebration. It's not just an event. It's more than that. It's more than a paranormal investigation. It's more than all of that. It is a celebration of teams and locations from all over the world. And let's be honest, we got them. We got the UK represented. We got, I think, Scotland's in here too. The US, all over the US, Australia,
Ireland.
Yeah, they're
You know,
they're everywhere, and we're starting to see growth in, you know, the Asias, and hopefully soon in Europe. You know, this is going to turn into one big celebration, and I'm really excited for it. And I know, Nando, you are too, brother. I know Brian's excited. Lex is excited. We're all excited for it.
It's going to be great. You know, like I said, I've said it a few times, the locations, but seeing the difference in the teams, the way they investigate as well. People are going to be able to learn from each other, different methods that may be used or the way they do certain things. It's just going to be great to see how it all maps out, to be honest. And, you know, let's just hope the spirits play ball with us when we do our investigation. You know, let's hope that they want to be part of the Global Ghost Hunt just as much as we want to be part of it.
Well, from what I've seen, from what evidence I've sort of looked through, because I don't want to, you know, look in depth too much at what I have. But from what I've seen, like, we had a lot of great experiences at Pennhurst. And I'll just say this before we segue to this next little section. Honestly, if you're a team out there and you're going to investigate, not just for the Global Ghost Hunt, but any event, definitely remember that these spirits need to be involved. The spirits have to be involved in the investigation. They are people. They are just like us, and they should be treated as such. Don't go in there like they're not animals at the zoo. You're not going into poking prod. Oh, pretty kitty. No.
I think Sarah's term for it when she speaks to people, they're not performing monkeys.
There you go.
That's the way Sarah said it. So
I've ran into a couple of spirits I have some questions about, but all right. So anyway, we're going to segue into, am I the only one representing Texas? I think in this one, but I think our brother Alex is going to be for the next one. I know Lurker was talking about it too. And I am reading your comments, guys. I am. So if I miss, I do apologize. But we're going to segue into something, because I think some people may not have seen them yet. And that is our promo videos. I feel like we should give them a little teaser. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we should give them a what we've been doing.
So for those of you who don't know, like I said, there is a schedule, but we also have a couple of gifts for the teams and the locations that are going to be participating in the Global Ghost Hunt, one of them being a promotional video. What you're about to see is just randomly selected. These are not in any particular order, not, you know, our favorites, nothing like that. This is just, I randomly chose them. Nando knows a couple of. I told Nando the ones.
Yeah, you told me which ones you've chosen.
Yeah, but these are in no particular order. We just chose them randomly. So I just want to say that. So if you don't see your team on there, sorry, just not your lucky night, I guess. I don't know. You just got to. That means you just got to go out and share. That's what it has to do. You have to go out and just start sharing. So anyway, so we're going to kick it off. We already spoke about this. Todd and Marissa from Relatively Paranormal. Great group. Absolutely great group. Amazing people. Absolutely amazing. Todd makes great equipment. Absolutely great equipment, very affordable. If you guys haven't, go check him out. Relatively Paranormal. I know he's on Etsy. I don't know if they have a website. I do know he has a YouTube channel and many others. And they're going to be investigating Hinsdale House. So without further ado, guys, here's the promo. What else can we say about Hinsdale?
It's going to be a great investigation. I think Brian's hoping to go over with them as well, isn't he?
That's what I heard. The rumor is that Mr. will be there as well. And there's possibly another guest, too.
Well, I haven't heard that one.
Apparently, and I don't know how true this is, apparently our brother AJ Capasso from Coventry Circle Paranormal will be joining Todd and Marissa on that investigation as well.
Wow.
So, I don't know. Well, you'll have to tune in to find out. So mark your calendars. I know that one's going to be one of our late episodes, those shows. But it's definitely going to be worth it. It's going to be worth every bit of it.
I think the Hinsdale House is going to be a great location. And you got to say, thank you to Danny Klaas, who owns it. For allowing it to be part of the Global Ghost Hunt. Sarah's got to meet him. Dan's got to meet him as well at the Festival of the Unexplained they went to last year.
Very nice.
And, it was just amazing. The story, she's got his book about the Hinsdale House as well. And some of the stuff that he's got in there is absolutely amazing. So let's just hope that Relatively Paranormal can get some of the stuff. It will be great to watch it live and see what unfolds.
I believe I saw a video of Todd and Marissa over at the Lizzie Borden house, and some of the things they've captured. I mean, I love the way they investigate. Todd's just right in your face. He's got like that Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York style to him, where he's just aggressive. He's like, he asks the spirits. No, you don't ask the spirits. You're telling them, get your ass over here. Let's talk. Come here. No, don't hide from me. Get it. Come on. And that's what I like. I like that. He's respectful, but still at the same time, he's like, come here. You.
Yeah.
So moving on. So there is actually, I don't want to say a partner, but there is a group out there, or an event, I should say, another event that is partnered up with the Global Ghost Hunt that hasn't really been, it's been spoken about, but it hasn't been too much. But I'm excited for it because it's a Paracon. And that is none other than the Tombstone Wild West Paracon. And that is going to be hosted by the admin staff, one of our very own Jason Graham. He will be there. And this is our longer episode. This one, I believe he's going to a couple of panels. He's going to be sitting in on some panels, listening in. He's going to go around the convention, meeting people, talking to people, promoting not just the Global Ghost Hunt, but the teams and everything. And, well, let me show you. Yeah, I'm excited.
It's going to be great because it's just another, instead of just watching just investigations, you're going to get to see, I believe like speakers, what's
Yeah.
going on at the Paracon. So it's going to be a nice, a different touch to the event as well.
100%.
Great.
100%. And I believe he's going to be talking with the public as well. So he'll be able to, hang out with some people, meet some people, and promote out some of these other great teams. And he's doing that on the 6th. So there's still plenty of days. There's plenty of days, that he can help bring more people in and celebrate, these teams. And honestly, that's what it's about, is sharing. And I don't think, we share enough in the field. I mean, some of us get banned or in Facebook jail for sharing, but then there's some of us who share once and they're just content with that, which is fine, or just look at it, And again, folks, if you're watching this, please hit the share button, not for Nando or myself, not even for Brian or Lex, it's for these teams, for the teams and for the locations. That's what it's about. I mean, Nando and I couldn't care. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want over 1,000 people watching my dumb ass on camera. I do that.
No, I'm happy with what I've got. Like, if that, a lot of people, that's a lot to deal with. But no, do you know what? It's like you said, it's not about what we've been doing. It's not about us. It's when we're doing these shows, it's about the teams and the locations, and that's why we're taking the time to put out some of the videos of the teams that have come on, and just highlighting them, and what they're going to bring to the table. It's just going to be great. It's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm excited. And speaking of locations, we were talking about locations earlier, and some that we've never even heard of. This next group I've heard of. I've spoken with them. They're a great group, and that's CMPS Paranormal out of Massachusetts. Great team, great state. Honestly, you've got Salem, Boston. I saw Victor in the room. Victor. Thanks, Suzette. Much love to you guys.
I think we need to get Victor on an investigation. I think if he's still in there, I've said it to him before. He was doing a show and he was talking about it, and I was like, "Why don't you go?" And he's sort of like, "Nah." But I think someone over there needs to get him on one and just show him what happens.
Right here, Victor. This is where I'm taking you. I'm taking you to Penhurst. I think Penhurst is too experienced.
Start smaller. Don't throw him in the deep end. Start in the
well, actually, end. I told him I'd take him to Gettysburg. I told him to come on down and I'll take him to Gettysburg. Gettysburg's mild. Gettysburg's fine.
Do you know, it would be great to see Victor do an investigation. I think that would be funny. I think it would be great. It would be funny. I said it before, him and IG could do a Don Vick show live on location. I think that'd be brilliant. I think that'd be great. But anyway, a little tangent. But if you guys, we're digressing away,
if you don't know me, this is what I do. Tangent. I have shiny syndrome. I see something over here. Ooh. But anyway, CMPS, a great group. Like I said, out of the Massachusetts area. You got Salem, Boston, and a couple other places, and this one I've never heard of. I have never heard of this location. I don't know about you, but that is the SK Pierce Haunted Victorian Mansion.
And when you see the front of it, it looks amazing. It looks great.
I saw the picture of it when I was doing these promo videos, and I went, I want to go. I want to go. I was like, CMPS, take me with you. But anyway, it speaks for itself, guys. I mean, that building just, I don't know about you, but it kind of reminds me of like Addams Family meets Munsters.
Do you know? Yeah, the Adams. Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, that's just when you think of a haunted location, a beautiful haunted location. To me, that comes to mind.
It is.
That
It
I
is
mean,
a stunning. It is a stunning building. It's stunning, and I think Suzette and her team are going to do a great job there. And I think as well, a bit of insiders. I think AJ may be joining them as well. If I'm right, is that right,
really?
Suzette? Yeah, I think AJ's meant to be joining them at that investigation as well.
Yeah.
I hope
Spoiler.
I got that right.
Spoiler: Suzette is actually a part of CMPS. And speaking of a part of the Ghost Hunt, this group right here, AZ Pie. Which, by the way, I don't know who that is from AZ Pie, but we love your name. I will say, from the admin perspective, we love your name. It's just short, it's awesome,
Sweet and
we are
simple.
excited. I love it, and it's one I can remember. But actually, Suzette, since you're in the room, I'm not sure, but I think that location is also a bed and breakfast. Either way, I looked it up, and it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning, inside and out, and I'm jealous. I am jealous, Suzette. Well, it's Wendy. Okay. Well, Wendy, welcome to the show. And for those of you, I don't think, did I pull AZ Pies for this one? I did not. I'm sorry for that one, Wendy, but we will get it on one of the other ones. Because there's going to be more. But I'll give you a shout out while you're here. So AZ Pie, I love it. It's one of those names where it's like, yeah. Anyway, you're talking to a fat kid, so anywhere time there's pie, I'm there. I'm excited. But they are going to be going to Gila County Jail. That is another one, just like with Patty from the G Team, her and Heather, with Gilchrist. Not something you'd expect, but it's stunning. It is stunning, and it's just another great location that I've never heard of that is now on my bucket list. And I knew this was going to happen. Ooh. Yeah,
Well, they can have a tour beforehand.
You know, Suzette, I might just drive up, and you just might have a consultant on location.
Just get there. Go.
Well, it's Boston. It's only, let's say, Salem's, I think, 6 hours for me. 6.5 hours.
It'll be well worth it.
Well, if anybody thinks that that's a long trip, the Wicked Queen and I are driving.
And you know what I've got to say? With CMPS, I've got to know Suzette a bit over the last couple of weeks. We've been talking about different things, and one of the things about the Global Ghost Hunt is how it's made it. You know, how everyone's sort of interacted with each other, and
yes.
You know, like I said, me and Suzette got talking about merchandise. And since then, we've been talking about so many other things. And it's quite nice because you're just getting friendly with other people and you're learning so much. So, you know, it's been nice speaking to Suzette as well about her team, what she wants to do after the Global. And she's got a lot of exciting ideas coming up. I will say that. I won't say too much, but she's got some exciting stuff coming up.
I can't wait to hear it. And our boy Lurker just joined in on the audience. What's up, Lurker? So I've done a lot of talking. Your turn, brother. I want you to introduce one. This is from your neck of the woods, and that is, and we all know these people, the Patrol.
The Patrol. Okay, so the Patrol is Rob and Rob, Big Rob, Little Rob, they call themselves. We had the pleasure of meeting them during Lex and Brian's UK tour. They came and did an investigation with us at the Murdy House. And since then, they've become really good friends. Again, through the connection, they've become really good friends with Portal to the Paranormal. And they are actually kicking off the first investigation of the Global Ghost Hunt on the 4th of May. And they will be investigating Arundel Jailhouse, which looks a great location.
Oh,
and
quite
lucky. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but quite lucky. Me, Dan, and Luke, who are part of the Portal to the Paranormal, us three, the Patrol actually invited us to take part in their event as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
we're going to be joining the patrol, which we're really excited for. But two great guys, funny, you definitely want them as friends. They're really good guys to get to know. And I think it's going to be a great way to kick off the Global Ghost Hunt. So they're going to be first on the scene.
I can't wait. I think that's a good way of putting it. The patrol is the first on the scene. I love it.
Yeah, I do know that.
I love that. I love that.
I didn't mean the front there, but I like that.
I got you. See, I already warned Brian it's dangerous to put me and him together, but you see why. But you're right. It is an absolutely amazing location. I'm excited for it, and you'll see what I mean.
I'm sorry, everyone. We can't get the staff right these days. Bit of a mistake there, wasn't there, Matt?
I know there wasn't patrol. What the?
That was
505. That is another great team. 505. Go ahead. You talk about 505. We'll play them. But why did it come up anyway? Here, you introduce 505, and I'll figure out what's going on with my computer.
Haunted 505. I believe. I don't know too much about them, but I believe they are a relatively new team that's been put together by Valerie. Valerie Wright. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you don't know Valerie, she actually has a show on Parapost that deals in like stones and
Raven's Call.
The Raven's Call. You can see her show weekly, I believe she does on Parapost, but she's actually got a new team put together. And they are actually going to be part of the Global Ghost Hunt as well.
Yeah, I have theirs. Sorry, folks. I don't know what is going. My computer decided to. Oh, there we go.
I think he was trying to throw me off to get me to talk a bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
What you're trying to do.
That's exactly what it was. Okay, so there it is.
Which one are we showing now, Matt?
I don't know.
As you can tell, everyone, this is not scripted in any way, shape, or form.
None of my shows
as it comes up.
None of my stuff is. And if any of the Robs are watching, it literally says patrol. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, it does say it for 505. It downloaded it twice. Anyway, so fingers crossed, toes crossed. If you
take 2.
1,000. Here we go. We'll see who this is. That's the right one.
We got there. Another location, that looks great. I'm excited about this one because I've not got to investigate this one before, so it's going to be new for me. I think Dan might have been there before. Wrong video game. Yeah, it's going to be a great investigation, like the rest.
Oh, absolutely. You got amazing investigators, an amazing location. Yeah, you have a little spot I can hide. But no, absolutely. Amazing team, amazing location. And you know what? I'm just gonna play it. It's not fair to Valerie, but Valerie from
you got to do it now, haven't you?
I have to. At least I know which one it is. But but no, they are doing Dawson Cemetery. And you're talking to a guy who, in my 17 years, which, by the way, I just had my anniversary of investigating the paranormal. In my 17 years, I've investigated a lot of cemeteries. I don't know why. I just like them. They're just my thing. I like cemeteries. This one is stunning. This one is absolutely stunning. And there's, I think, 2 teams, if I'm not mistaken, that are investigating cemeteries: Haunted 505 and Texas Wraith Hunters, our brother
Yeah.
Anthony. They're doing, I think they're the only 2 cemeteries we have on the schedule. And we're going to play it again, but you'll see what I mean.
Great.
Beautiful location.
The pictures are great. The pictures everyone sent over. You know, we say the same thing every time we put a new one on. We want to go there. We want to go there. We want to go. The bucket list is just growing and growing, isn't it? It's just like, you know, it's growing.
And there's some that people have sent that I don't know who it was, but somebody sent one that, and it just didn't fit with the video. So I have to apologize to the team in the location. If your video doesn't look like the picture you sent in, there's a reason. It wasn't anything negative towards it. It's I wanted everything to fit perfectly and wanted to fit beautifully. Like, for example, Dawson Cemetery. Valerie, it is an absolutely stunning location. I'm excited to see the outcome of that investigation. I actually put two pictures together to make that one for the video.
Oh wow!
And I did the same thing, I think, for Anthony's too, for Texas Wraith Hunters. Well, Suzette, I'd absolutely love to. Might have to take a rain check though. I'm the way this is working out. I'm with my work schedule. It's kind of funky at the moment, so I'm already taking a couple days off for the Global Ghost Hunt. I don't think I'd be able to take any more. But I'll tell you what, Suzette, the rain check, we will get together. CMPS and the consultants will definitely be doing something, like getting a hold of Mr. Victor Santiago.
Yes. He seems to have disappeared now. Well, he's gone.
He's running. Concordia Cemetery has over 65,000 graves. Jesus.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's a massive.
That's huge. And I can't wait for the Wraith Hunters, Texas Wraith Hunters, to get out there. Anthony's a great guy. His team's absolutely amazing. They've had a lot of great investigations, and so has a lot of these teams. And which brings me to the next one. Now, this one I've never heard of. And this team or the location. And I know typically that happens with an event like this. You know, you'll get teams that you never heard of. But this one surprised me. And Raymond, I think Raymond is still in the room from Newsom Paranormal. He's still in the room. This one surprised me because it's in my neck of the woods, literally an hour away from me. And I've never heard of the team. I've never heard of the location. And I'm excited. Because this was one when I was working with locations. I don't know. Yeah, you were on board. I was going to go check them out personally because they were that close. I was going to go talk to the owners. I was going to go meet up with the team. I get there, no one's around. The business looked like it was shut down. It looked like nobody was even there for years. And I was like, well, shit. Okay. And that is, the team name is Paranormal. Literally, just Paranormal. We're not creative here in PA. Paranormal consultant and a team called Paranormal. No, I'm joking. No, great group. Absolutely great group. I love their logo. You'll see what I mean here in a second. And their location is called Waldorf or Hell House. What better name of a location for an investigation? And I will say this one, I don't know if any of the other ones, but I know this one is actually a literal haunted house. It's a haunted attraction, like Penhurst, just not as big. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what happens.
It's going to be a good one.
What about you, brother?
Yeah, I'm excited. Especially where it's a team that we don't know of, it's going to be great because we're going to know them, and everyone else is going to know of them after the event as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's exciting to see teams that have come on that we've not, because we've got to know quite a few teams, haven't we? And we're aware of quite a few teams. So, this is going to be like the wild card because we don't know of them, we don't know much about them, and we're going to see them firsthand. On the first ever Global Ghost Hunt, how they do their investigation, and a location that I've not personally heard of either. So it's going to be great.
Well, if anybody from Paranormal is listening in, hit me up. We are literally neighbors because you'll see what I mean. In my own backyard.
Another great location as well. It looks.
It does look creepy. Like I said, I went by there, and it is creepy. I'll give it that. It's creepy. Like I don't have any gifts or abilities, but that shit's creepy.
I think it's the way the picture's been done as well. It just gives that.
Uh-huh.
Some people would just drive past it and not take much notice. We want to drive into it and see what goes on. And I'm looking forward to seeing this team because, like we said, we don't know much about them.
No.
So it'll be great to see how they do things and how their night goes as well.
Absolutely. And you know what? I found something here in PA, and a lot of locations, you don't just get your regular hauntings like you get, grandma or grandpa or, Joe down the street. You don't just get those. You get a lot of Civil War and Revolutionary and colonial times. You get a lot of that, and not even just in Gettysburg. And Palmerton in that area, and also where this is at, that used to be a lot of camps. There used to be a lot of Civil War camps there, and a lot of them just kind of fell off the face of the earth. Like that's just unrecorded. They just know about it because they find musket balls, they find little things here and there, and you're right in the middle of the Appalachian Mountain Trail. And for those of you who don't know, a lot of mountain ranges here in PA are like granite, limestone, a lot of good conductors of energy, which amplifies the paranormal. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this one.
I think it'll be great, especially the area, the location. Because we were talking a couple of weeks ago, and we were having a look. Like we were looking on maps, weren't we, about your area as well. And all Sarah could do is, what about bears? What about bears? I think that's it. Because we were talking about, maybe me and Sarah going over with the kids, and Matt was like, well, look at this location. It's like a campsite, but it's got like its own built-in attractions. And all Sarah kept going on about were these bears, and it was quite an amusing. But the areas, though, it looks amazing.
Oddly enough, I didn't even think about it until afterwards, but the amusement park that we were talking about that has a campsite, the mascot is a bear.
Oh, gee.
There's no, so there is a somewhat live animal there, but it's not a live bear. It's just a guy now. Now I know who's in it, but I'm not going to give that secret away. But yeah, I didn't even think about it. But no, there's the most you get there is skunks and raccoons. But
I don't think she was buying it, Matt. When you tried to say that sort of, she wasn't buying it. When Sarah gets something in her head, that's it. She's
Just
done.
tell her there's only one way to find out.
But again, it was just we were looking at the surrounding areas and everything, and I think that's the other thing about these locations is what it's built on as well, and what the history was before these locations as well.
Mhm.
All of them look amazing, and and I think from the locations, then you've got the teams. What I'm also excited about is what each team individually are going to bring to the table.
Yep.
What are we going to learn from each of these teams? Because not everyone does things the same.
No.
And it's great that these teams have signed up knowing they're going to be sharing how they investigate, and people are going to be able to learn. We could be learning new techniques all the time from this. And
100%.
and I think it'll be great. And then again, it's exposure for these teams as well, because people are going to remember, certain teams. And a lot of these teams have their Facebook pages, they're on Twitter, so you'll be able to go over and follow them afterwards, because I know their links are going to be put into live. So if you want to see more of what they're doing, you can go over and follow them as well, which is going to be great, because again, it's going to help these teams out to get them known more.
100%. And, like you said, Nando, that's one of the greatest things that I think Brian has came up with. And I don't mean this bad. Brian's come up with a lot of great ideas. So has Lex. And we all have. We've all come up with, brilliant ideas, especially, but,
that was a good one. That one.
We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later, folks. But Brian's going to set up basically a directory. And I shouldn't say basically, because it is. It's going to be a directory. So even after this May event, we are going to continue supporting these teams. And they'll be able to get people, as anybody comes in. Like, for example, they put in, maybe Pennsylvania. They're going to see paranormal. They're going to be able to get that connection. They're going to put in Massachusetts, CMPS. These teams are going to get exposure. And that's what you want. You want something not just for one night, not just for 2 hours. I mean, yes, the investigation is 2 hours, which this other event never did. They just gave them, whatever they gave them. We're giving them 2 hours to promote themselves, but it also continues on afterwards. These videos are going to be in archives. They are going to be there for a long time. A long time. So it's not just the event. Now, this last one, again, I'm going to say this. This was all randomly chosen. I literally closed my eyes and clicked to choose these videos because I have them all in a folder. The last one is the Wicked Queen in Mine from none other than Penhurst. But I didn't do this to promote myself out, but I kind of am glad I did, because I wanted people to understand that there are teams, most of these teams are going live. A lot of them are going live. But then there's some, like, obviously I'm not going back to Penhurst for the event. I wish I could. That'd be awesome. But this is going to be recorded. Now, there is going to be 2 hours of unedited raw footage being played in this time slot for not just myself, but for these other teams. I will say, on a personal note, for mine, it's not going to be all. If you're expecting 2 hours of straight footage, Spirits will not allow that at Penhurst. So you're going to get clips about, I think I have some 15-minute clips, some 30-minute clips, but they're all going to equal out to about 2 hours that you will see. I literally have not looked at it, and I'll even show you guys. I have one of my SD cards right here. It's just sitting here. I'm waiting to load it up, and I'll be sending it out to Brian. Or actually, no, I think Brian said we're just going to load it up. But anyway, it's going to be 2 hours of unedited footage. And even though I'm not at Penhurst, I will say this. Penhurst, guys, is an absolutely stunning location. Absolutely stunning. The staff that was there that night, I did a live from there. I don't know, Nando, if you saw it, brother, but we did a live walkthrough.
Yeah, I saw it. I was watching.
Those folks are so intelligent. They know their stuff. And honestly, I knew a lot about Penhurst, but they made me look like a novice. Like I looked like I was brand new And that's good. That's good because that means they know their stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the experiences I had there and some of the things that happened even during the live was exciting. I mean, we heard, I listened back to it. I can't hear it. But about 50 minutes in, we all heard this blood curdling scream. Like it sounded like something out of a movie. Like somebody was literally dying. And it was enough to where the whole tour just kind of was like, wait, what? I heard that. What was that? And it caused one of the investigators to go into a panic attack.
Wow.
Like he just shut down. And I mean, he's fine. We got him off site and everything like that. But I mean, that just set the stage for that evening. And we had a lot of experiences. We had a lot of things happen. But I will say this, if you guys haven't or already heard, Pennhurst is in need of help. The state is looking, I think it's the state or the county is looking at shutting it down. And that is why Global Ghost Hunt is doing what we're doing to help. If you guys could head over to Pennhurst and leave a review. Leave a review on why you love Pennhurst. What is your favorite part of Pennhurst? What is it's on your bucket list? Why do you want to go there? You know, just say something nice to let people know that Pennhurst is a great location and it deserves to be safe, just like the rest of these.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, here is the promo video for me.
For Matt.
You know what? No, I'm gonna make it all about my wife because she hates when I do that. It's all about the Wicked Queen. Follow the Wicked Queen. Here you go, guys. And the last thing, by the way, that was a fun investigation. I'm definitely going back the next chance.
You know what would be good with that investigation? Where you've pre-recorded it, it's going to be raw footage that you put together. But what about the stuff that you may have caught on camera that you don't even know is there yet?
Well, that's going to be the fun thing. I am going to load up 2 hours of unedited footage I have never seen yet. I haven't even looked at it. I just know I'm just going to put 2 hours together, play it, and whatever happens, happens. I'm going to learn with you guys. If there's nothing there, not my fault. If there's a bunch of stuff there, not my fault. It's just what it is.
But it'll be great to see it if you've caught something that you didn't even know you've caught. You know, that's going to be...
The only thing I have seen so far, I did take a quick peek at one of the trail cams just to make sure that it was loading up correctly. And there's a lot of dust. There's a lot of dust. Because I had my trail cam. Where did my trail cam go? Anyway, I had my trail cam set up, and it takes 30-second videos. And yeah, it looks beautiful, but it's dusty. But that's it for the teams, guys, for tonight. So again, don't forget to share, promote, because the more people we have, the more successful this event is going to be for the teams and the locations and for future events, really. And that leads us to something that I know Nando and myself are really passionate about. We are really looking forward to, and that is the merchandise. Either way, but
that way for me. It's that way for me.
But yeah, I'm really excited about this. And Nando, this is your baby, so why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Yeah, so the merch has been put together not just for the teams. You know, and firstly, thank you for the teams that have purchased the merch, the admin team as well. You know, it's a great way because the money that, you know, that Global's getting for the merch is actually going back into Global to invest more for the next Global Ghost Hunt, firstly. And we've got some great designs for everyone that can, not just for the teams, again, for the viewers as well. If you want to be part of the Global Ghost Hunt, you can purchase your own merch from mugs, t-shirts, bags, hoodies. It's all on there. You can also personalize it as well. So if you wanted to add your name to it, you can customize it to the way you want. To be honest, there's so many different designs. You've got the Twisted Skull logo. You have the GGH23 logo.
I just want to show people that you can customize. It's right here. There's the option. You have to go over, customize. And make sure you hit a shirt size, please. Make sure you remember your sizes. There are some people who forget that.
And and there's different, as you can see now, as Matt's scrolling down, you got the Twisted Skull, you got the actual, just the Global Ghost Hunt logo, you got the GGH 23 logo, and then at the bottom you've got some of the equipment that has been built by, I think it's from Relatively Paranormal, is that right?
I believe so, yeah. Todd Sylvia from Relatively Paranormal, I believe, created this. And what I really like about it is, look at the price. A night vision light set, $55. Are you kidding me? You can't find that anywhere. Set of 3 ghost hunting about the cat balls.
I do like that. That's my go-to tool, is the cat balls. I do like using the cat balls on an investigation.
They're too shiny for me. I'd be distracted. But no, he's got 2 sets: Ultimate Night Vision Light Set and Ultra. Why not just? Here's my thought: if you're gonna spend the money, the $55 for the Ultra, why not just go for the Ultimate? It's just $10. Just $10 more. And what I really like about all this isn't just the fact that the variety, but there's also more to come. There is a lot more coming. A lot more.
There's a lot of ideas coming out. Like, I think today alone, me and you speaking, I think that's why Brian's not here tonight, because he's heard that we have ideas, and I think he's sort of run away from that.
Hey, wait a minute. We were supposed to go back up here. Here we go. You know what? Actually, hold on. I might be able to give you guys. Oh, I still have it loaded. Hold on. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Oh, how'd that get there? Just saying. Uh-oh.
That one is the one I like. Those two. We'll see what Brian has to say when he sits down. But I do like the logo in the back of you on your screen there as well. The purple bit. I do like.
And here's the thing. And the Global Ghost Hunt, folks, is going to be evolving. There's going to be more stuff coming out. And part of that, the merchandise, just so you guys know, the merchandise, the fees to join doesn't go to anybody. It doesn't go to Brian, doesn't go to Lex, doesn't go to Nando or myself. It doesn't go to anybody. It goes right back into the event and to help out. And we want to help out as well. Nando and I were speaking earlier, like we said, we had ideas. And if you watch my show, you understand the ideas for this guy is bad. Bad Nando giving the consultant ideas. But we actually came up with one that is actually really cool. And we're going to get more info on it. But all I have to say, folks, is if you really want to have some fun, if you really want to be involved, you can't afford to to pay for the event, get some merch. Take some pictures of yourself with the merch. Something might happen. Just saying.
Well, there's an idea that we're working on. We like we said, we've got to put it across Brian first and Lex, just to be sure. But I think if it gives the thumbs up, I think that'll be really fun. It'll be a fun segment to the halfway show or the wrap up show as well. So it's definitely something that we're working on.
Absolutely. And honestly, folks, you want to be able to do this because a lot of these proceeds, like I said, are going right back to the event. and also helping these locations. We can do so many different things with this. And all we are asking, like I said, if you can't do the event, you don't have the money for it, we understand. These prices are nothing for this merchandise, to be honest with you. And Nando would be more than happy to help people out if you need any help. But definitely get the merch, especially if you are in the event. If you are in the event, you want to, if you have a little bit of extra, we are asking for the teams to get some merch to hang out with and to wear during the event if you can. But if you can't, get the merch. Get the merch. Take some pictures of yourself investigating with the merch, just hanging out, doing something. We want to see a GGH representative all over. And we want to see, because like we were saying, there are some ideas in the works.
There is some ideas.
You may get featured in something. Just saying.
But yeah. And we want, the viewers are a big part of the Global Ghost Hunt as well. It's not, without the viewers, we wouldn't be doing this. So, we want to make sure everyone's involved in their own little way. Yep. So, like Matt said, if you want to buy some merch, get some merch. If you do need any help, the emails that you can contact the merchandise team is on the Global Ghost Hunt website. Yep. Send us a message if you're not sure how to do the customizing. Send us a message. It'll be me that gets back to you because I've learned how to do it and I've been doing it for a few people. So yeah,
better you than me.
It took a while, Matt. Honestly, it took a while, but I got there in the end.
Yep.
Through doing that, I know. But through doing that, I've had the pleasure of speaking to Rootless Destination.
Great group.
Suzette, she made me work. She made me work. I will say that Suzette made me work to get it how she wanted. But it was good fun. We had a good chat. We had a good laugh about it as well. But yeah, and this is the thing with the admin team that have come in, we volunteered to do this to help out.
Yep.
And we're having fun at the same time. We're having fun with us as a team, but with the people that are getting involved signing up, we've had fun with them as well. And it's just been a great process. And now we're getting to that last, we're nearly at the finish line. Well, we call it the finish line for us because we've been building up to this, to the start. We're getting to the point now where
I think I would call it, honestly, brother, the starting line. We're getting to the starting line. We've already prepared, we've trained, we've prepared ourselves. The event is the starting line. And after that, we're just going to keep going because we're not going to stop. To say we're at the finish line means we're done. We ain't done.
Oh yeah, what I meant with the finish, like we've been at the starting line for the last year, and we've been getting up to it. And now we're at the finish line of all the setup of it.
I get you.
Then we're going to watch everyone else, do their bit, and after this event, we're going to run away from Brian Laverty for a little while, hide away.
Turn off our boat. No.
No, it's been...
no, actually, right after we're done, 2 weeks after the 14th, so June, the beginning of June is when we're starting our preparations for the October one.
Yeah, and that'll fast come across. And do you know what I think, and what I hope is that the teams that haven't come on in May see, how well the promo videos have been put together. The teams that have joined in, the way the teams have been highlighted throughout this process is going to make them want to do the same for the October event. And what a great month, October, Halloween month, isn't it? So
I know I'm going to be this one. In October, I will be live. I know I will be. I'll be live from New Orleans. I'm going to try to set something up with the one and only Mr. Howard Petrie to take care of some haunted locations down in Louisiana. So who knows? I was talking to Brian about possibly doing something along the lines of the Paracon to do like an all day or a couple hour tour of Nolans. You know what I mean? And just have some fun. We'll see. But yeah, And Suzette said she wants to join in October. Sign up. Everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome.
I think we've already got a few teams that have signed up for October, which is great. But there's plenty of spaces. We do think that there will be an increase of teams joining, which we're looking forward to. After this first event, we've learned as well, and there's a few things that we're going to be changing, which is only going to make it better. And designs and logos, as Matt, sneakily showed this evening. We've had some few ideas, and this has only been pulled together today by chatting. But there's a lot to come for the October event, and it is just going to be fun, more fun, and just build on what's going to happen in May.
Absolutely. So again, guys, if you are as excited as we are, and I know the rest of the admin staff is, for the Global Ghost Hunt, again, go to globalghosthunt.com. It'll have all the information. It'll have all the merchandise. Go into the Facebook page. Go to Parapost Network Central. You can find it anywhere. We've been sharing it out. Anywhere you can find Global Ghost Hunt, you will see the schedule. Mark your calendars, because you guys do not want to miss any of these events. And it all kicks off on May 4th at 2:30 Eastern.
And just to mention to everyone, if you look at the scheduling that's been put out there, all the times on the main bit of the teams is put under Eastern.
Yes.
But if you go to the bottom of the page, Matt has put in what the time differences are for each time zone or
Google.
So just have a look at it, and then you'll be able to work out how it's gonna
freaking Google. I wasn't gonna bring that up.
Sorry,
I wasn't gonna bring that up after the discussion we had about Google.
Look, Matt, your Google's wrong. I'm
Google
right.
lied.
Your Google's wrong. We had a bit
Google
of a
lied.
debate. So when we were talking, Matt was like, "Well, what's the time difference between you and us?" And I was like, "It's 5 hours." He was like, "No, it's 4." And I was like, "Matt, no, it's 5."
It says 4.
And then
Google says 4.
And then we told him the time, and he was still like trying to Google it. But on Google, your Google is wrong, Matt. Get over it.
No, I know this is an NC-17 show, but I was pissed. I was like, no, Google is telling me it is 4 hours. There is 4 hours. And Nando goes, Matt, it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, well, that's 5 hours, but this says 4. This says it's
I think
4.
even Brian had to get involved, didn't he?
Yeah.
Even Brian got
He's like,
involved.
Matt, no, I talked to Lex. Lex is 5 hours ahead. And I went, no, and you even got on, Alexa?
And I was, and then usually when Brian says what he's got to say, Matt usually is like, yeah, that's cool. But even with Brian, he still couldn't believe it. He was not buying the fact that it was 5 hours, and it was quite amusing.
I just gave up. I was like, no.
I think that take about 20 minutes to convince you.
It was like a 15-minute rant. Oh, I was I was going.
What was that? That's when we were putting all the scheduling together, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And everything just stopped. Everything was going smoothly until we got to our time zone, and that was it. Matt was gone. He was like, "No, not having this."
My brain was like, "No, I give up. No, I am right. Damn it!" But no, it is. Everything is in Eastern time. There is a key down below. You can all you have to do, just so you folks are aware, find your time zone on the bottom. If it's not listed, sorry, not sorry. It's the ones that are basically the ones who are there. If it's all the time zones that are represented in the Global Ghost Hunt, you're on there. It's only a fair way of doing it. Otherwise,
the other thing that
use your Google, don't use mine. But
yeah, don't use Matt's Google.
No.
But if your time zone's not on there, just go onto Google, put the time it is on Eastern, and then just put your time zone. Matt's Google was okay.
Yeah.
Matt's Google was taking a shortcut there.
See, Bill's another Pennsylvanian. He knows that's how we do it. Straight line. How do you get from A to B? Straight freaking line. But
it was just funny to find. It was just funny to try and see you working something out, Matt. It was like, you ever watch the show Laurel and Hardy?
Oh, stop it! Yes.
You know when he like, this was Matt. This was Matt, literally just scratching the top of his head.
Costello, right? I will admit, I am Lou Costello. When I start going, I'm Lou Costello. I don't care. But yeah, guys, all you got to do is just add, if it's like +5, you just take the time that is listed for the team you are wanting to watch, add 5 hours. That's all. And just the opposite, like for Pacific, take the time, subtract 3 hours. So if it says 12, it's 9. That simple. That's the way that works. But all the times are in Eastern. And like I said, it all kicks off, on May 4th at 2:30 p.m. with the directors. Brian and Lex will be gracing us with our opening ceremonies and kicking off the amazing 10-day event, which is known as the Global Ghost Hunt, starting off with the one and only Patrol at 3. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a great 10 days, a busy 10 days, and it's just going to be, and if you do miss the live, then you can watch it on catch up. It's going to be saved. It's going to be there for everyone to watch. But it's going to be 10 days of great fun, and you're going to see so many different locations, different teams. Then you got the Paracon. You're going to be seeing the Paracon, and then you got the halfway show, and then I think the wrap-up show at the end is going to be a lot of us that are going to be there just to, in a way, just bring it all together and talk about.
I think our plan for the wrap-up show is obviously Nando and myself will be hosting it. We're going to bring the admin team on, talk about their experiences, how much fun they had, maybe bring on a couple of teams to chat. And finally, the very last, bring on Brian and Lex, the directors, and have them say their final thoughts on the Global Ghost Hunt May event and what they're looking forward to in October 2023. And kind of suiting to have them send us off and get us ready for October. But
yeah. And I think just to mention as well, me and Matt have discussed this already. In between the end of May leading up to October, me and Matt will be doing a regular GGH live. Yep. And it's just to keep everyone, we've got a few ideas of where we're going to work it. Like some of the ideas is, we're going to be featuring the teams that have taken part of the Global Ghost Hunt, actually show more of the footage, talk about the footage, a bit of a reaction to footage, changes that we're going to be making, if there's going to be changes to the merch, welcoming new teams. So we've got a lot of ideas coming up afterwards as well. So you will see the lives on a regular basis. It might be just a quick one, just to give you an update, but we've got a lot of ideas. I think there's so many ideas going on that we can't, we're just trying to.
Yeah, I should write them all down, but
that's the thing. We haven't written. We've got ideas, but we've not written anything down yet.
No, we just do them like
I still think. Can you put up the one with the one that you got on your back screen? Have you got that one on still?
Yeah, it won't take me but a minute.
Because I think that one's quite a cool one as well. I like the color.
He's talking about this one, folks. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like that.
I like it too.
I like it. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of ideas that we're talking about, and everything is based around how many shows are you on today?
Talking with the source for about 20 minutes or about a half hour. Thanks, Robin from Happen Paranormal. Much love to you, brother. Nando and I wanted to do something sporadic, so here we are for this one. And then I have my show at 7.
And when Matt's got an idea, because he'll send me a message saying, "Hey, brother," that's all I get from him is, "Hey, brother." And that means there's something happening. Mm-hmm. There's something going on, or he's got an idea. And it was just that literally this was all planned earlier today. It wasn't pre-planned or anything, was it?
Well, I mean, I wanted to talk to you yesterday, but you were busy yesterday. So technically it was going to be planned, but oh well. It happened.
I think
It's great.
it was today. But no,
It's
it's
great.
And I think it's better not pre-plan that. Just go with the flow. It's worked out.
That's how I do all my shows.
Yeah. It's the best way to do it. You feel more relaxed. But
Yeah.
anyone that's watching, before we close off, what are you guys excited to see? Is there anyone that wants to put a comment and just say what you guys are excited for with the Global Ghost Hunt?
Yeah, we want to hear some feedback. What are you guys really looking forward to? Don't say the consultant making an ass of himself, because that's going to happen.
If any of the teams are in there, do you have anything that you guys want to say that the build up to this? It'd be great to hear people's feedback. I said this to Brian the other day.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of talking, but you guys tell us what have you enjoyed so far? What are you looking forward to? Because you guys are a big part of it.
Only if they believe in me. I couldn't resist. So AZ Pie, Wendy says that she is excited to learn from other teams.
I think that's a big one. I think that is a big, I think that's what I'm excited for. It's like I was talking, give you a pure example. I say I like to use the cat balls. I think that's a good experiment. But Rob from the patrol, Big Rob, he likes to use the dowsing rods, which I've never really used before. So it's going to be great to. You got some of the dowsers. You said, yeah.
I bought these for the Wicked Queen.
Yeah, so it's going to be great to see how they do their thing.
It's just something else for her to hit me with.
I was going to say, is that more of a tool to give you a smack round the head when you're not?
Yeah, she's going to hit me with the dowsing rods when they're straight up, and then once ever I cross over, she can use them to communicate.
Yeah, I agree with Wendy. If that was Wendy, that was
yeah, I do too.
Great.
Looker says, I'm excited for Global Ghost Hunt that will help locations and teams get recognition and exposure to get their work out there. I agree.
That's a good answer.
I agree. And he says that he is glad to be a witness and to work for Global Ghost Hunt as a sponsor coordinator. Absolutely. Lurker does amazing things, brother. I don't know how much you know, but Lurker can get in and get some people talking. He's a great promoter.
We should get him up a bit more. He should come up on screen.
Next time.
Next time.
We'll get him. We'll get him. And Bill says the different methods. I'm assuming it's for the investigating styles. Yeah, I agree with you because Nando said it perfect. We all investigate differently. We all have our own style. We all have our own techniques, tools, equipment, methods. Like some are more the physical, cameras, recorders, stuff like that. Some are more metaphysical, like the dowsing rods, cat balls, gems, crystals. It just depends.
And I'll be quite excited to see if Valerie will use any of her gems on her investigation.
I'm sure she will.
That'll be because I've never seen anyone actually use gems or crystals.
Really?
No, I haven't. I don't know.
Use them.
I think Sarah. I know Sarah's got a gem. I think. Oh no, I might see it. Do they use? I don't know if Valerie was in the room. You might be able. Is it like the pendulum?
Yeah.
Where you can have it. That's one.
Yeah, pendulums have, and actually Mackenzie used her pendulum at at Penhurst.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to have that in the video?
Mm. Just like these videos, it's going to be random. I'm just going to put together 2 hours worth, and whatever's on there is on there. I'm not going to know. I won't know myself until the night of.
So you watch it. And what day is your one being?
May I want to say the 8th. I think on the 8th. No, that is the Ethereal Sisters, PETA. I am the 7th. And the 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't mind me. I'm tired. I don't want that.
But yes, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think everyone's excited for it.
I am too. I am too. So, guys, again, if you haven't already, please hit the share button because, as you know, they say over at Talking with the Source and Don Vick Show and many others, sharing is caring. But let's share. And as a message from the admin staff, if you are a team that is investigating with the Global Ghost Hunt, and even if you're not, head on over, find a location or find a video that has been shared and share it out yourself. It doesn't have to be yours. Just anybody. Find a team. Share it out. Just share. Because it's all going to work if we work together on this, folks. So again, if you are a team or anybody, go over to Global Ghost Hunt on the Facebook page and share it out. Just keep sharing. Share till it hurts.
Share till you can't share no more.
Share till you go to Facebook. No, don't do that. But no, just seriously, just go over and share because there's a lot of great teams out there. Just even share the promo videos. Just share the promo videos. Get people involved. Let's have some fun with this. And to the teams out there, before that we begin, I just want to just say from a personal level, this is your event just as much as it is anybody else's. Take some pride in it. Have some fun. Be safe with it. And this is only going to be whatever we all make it. So if we share it out, we promote it together, it could be big. It could be really big, but we'll never know unless everybody does their part.
Yeah, good sharing, and you're supporting everyone. This what it's all about is that everyone's being supported, but at the same time, you're going to see some great investigations.
Oh yeah,
it's if you're into the paranormal, even if you're not, and you just want to watch and just see, I promise you, it will be fun with all the teams, with all the different locations. It's going to be a great watch, and like we said, 10 days of, we don't know what's going to happen, what people are going to find, and you'll be able to leave your comments. So what I would say, the teams that are investigating that are going live, they won't be able to interact because they'll be in the middle of an investigation, but you can still interact with them for afterwards. Like if you see something that they may not know, you can put it in the comments. And then when we're going through footage, especially for me and Matt for the halfway show, if someone's seen something, put a comment there, let us know what time it was, and then we can pull that clip.
Actually, I got one better, brother. That's you see, this is why him and I work well together. You gave me an idea. I got an idea for everybody. If you are watching any part of the Global Ghost Hunt, feel free to tag myself or Nando in the video, and we will make sure to point that out at the halftime show. There you go. Especially on Facebook, or shoot us a message if it's on YouTube, because it's going to be all over the place. But if you're on Facebook, tag us. Just tag one of us, tag Brian, tag somebody, and we'll make sure that the admin staff is aware of it, and we'll get it on to the halftime show or even at the wrap-up. Who knows? Who knows when it'll be?
And what we can do, we can feature the person that tells us if there is something there. We can say, well, this was caught by this person that messaged us. So we know how we got hold of the footage. So, so you guys can be a big part in the event as well, just by leaving your comments, letting us know what you're seeing, if you hear anything that the team haven't reacted to. Because you got to remember, when the teams are investigating, they're in their moment and they're trying to do what they're doing. But it's funny, a lot of stuff does happen when their backs are turned. Stuff can happen when we're not even aware of it. It's been great. Like, there's been occasions where we've been doing an investigation and we're walking through part of the location and something's happened behind us, but we weren't aware of it until we recall that on the footage. So your eyes are just as important. So if the teams are investigating, you see something happen that they don't, tag me or Matt, Brian, anyone, with the timestamp, so we know what part we need to go back to, and then we can take a clip of that and put it on either the halfway show, the wrap-up show, or the shows that we're going to do afterwards, and we can feature we could do like the top 5 best captures if we get something like that.
That's not a bad idea. Actually,
I know.
You know what? Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. Let's if you guys see something you think is a great piece of evidence, tag us in it, and we'll do a special show after the event, and we'll hit them. We'll hit them, go through them, and then we'll do a top 5.
Yeah, we even like I'm sure a lot of us are going to be watching it. You know, if the teams get a great bit of evidence from a spirit box or anything, we can, not saying that we can pick out the top 5 that we think is.
I think we should
well-known for
exclude.
each of us.
I think we should exclude the admin team just to be on the fairness.
Yeah, well, do you know what I would say?
For the top 5,
Depends.
I mean.
I think if the admin team also get a great find, I think that should be featured, because what
We
about if they get an amazing...
Hey, we can
amazing
feature
find?
it. We can feature it, but as far as like the top 5, like if we're going to do something like that,
It'll be, we'll do it that way.
yep, exclude the admin team. But we can,
We can do a show with, reacting to the top 5 best clips from the 14 days. We might even have more than 5 clips. 14 days. I think there's 23 teams in total.
Yep.
So this could be more than just the 5 clips, but another idea that's just, another idea to work on now.
There you go.
But yeah, we could do that. But if you guys got any kind of thing that you would like to see, feel free to pop a message in the comments, or, send a message to the Global Ghost Hunt. A great find is a great find.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Just send us a message and then we can work on that. I think at the moment, me and Matt have got enough ideas to go through at the moment. So yeah, my brain cells are starting to, shut off and saying, you're doing
Welcome
too
to
much.
my world.
Not used to it. I'm not used to it.
Welcome to my world. Yeah, I need a separate notebook. I have a notebook just for Through the Lens to take from, and now I have one for the ideas.
But I think that's one to put down, the captures.
No, absolutely.
We'll do a show based on captures.
Absolutely.
We'll do we're another idea. We're thinking about doing a show where we get the teams to come and join us, and they can tell us what they enjoyed, and
absolutely.
So there's a lot to come after the event as well. There's a lot of preparation already being made, but after May. But for now, the 4th of May is 2 weeks away now.
That's it. Less than, I think. But the bottom line is, folks, is we're not done.
Mm-mm.
We are not done. This is only the beginning. It's going to be fun. And like I said earlier, the outcome is up to you. The more people sharing, the more people following along, the more people interacting, the more fun this will be. And we'll all get something out of it, not just one person, not just whatever. This is for everybody. Let's celebrate. Let's have some fun. Let's get these teams out there, get the locations out there, make a new wish list, a bucket list, whatever, and have a great time. So, all right, brother. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
No, I think, the next time I think Global Ghost Hunt will be live is for the event.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure in the meantime there'll be new promo videos coming out leading up to May. And some
surprises for the event.
Yeah, so, and like I said, there's going to be things in between. But, like I said, check out the scheduling, and just watch and enjoy and interact as well. Like we said, that was a new idea that's just come up about the interaction part and doing the top 5 clips.
I like it.
So,
I like it.
But yeah, so you guys, the viewers, are going to be an important part of this. If you're watching, we want you to tell us what you're seeing as well, so we can use that. But for now, it's just like, we'll see you on the 4th of May.
Absolutely. So, guys, again, go to globalghosthunt.com for all the details. Get your merch, take some pictures. Let's have some fun. And we'll see you on May 4th at 2:30 Eastern Time for the opening ceremonies with Brian and Lex, our directors. There's only one thing. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say my catchphrase. You got to, But you guys just stay safe out there. Have fun. And we'll see you guys on the 4th. Have a great night, all.
And I think happy hauntings.
I didn't say it this time.
No, I'm taking it. I'm going to do it.
You know, all right, go ahead. Much love, everybody.
But no. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you on the 4th of May. We're going to kick it off.
second story is the husband and wife were going through a nasty divorce, and the ex-husband, or the ex-husband, burned down the house. And unfortunately, the story's true of the mother being killed, because it's the mother that is gone.
Are you two together? That was brilliant.
It's kind of romantic, isn't it?
That's incredible.
Everlasting love.
That was incredible.